Hello ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to yet another interesting tutorial on your favorite YouTube channel, Jassen Tech. And on today's tutorial I shall be teaching you how to create a message pop-up box in Java using NetBeans. Having said that, please you can actually do me a favor by subscribing to this channel, liking the video, sharing with your friends, and commenting. If you have any issue with any code or you need an explanation on anything which you don't understand, please feel free to send us a DM or comment via the video you're watching. And I would like to know where you're watching this video from. So having said that, let's get started. Open NetBeans, go to file and create a new project. So I'm heading up to NetBeans, click on file, then you click on new project. From the project category you click on Java, then from the project type you click on Java application, you click next. Now it will ask you for a project name, you just type message. And if your class here, main class is selected, you can unselect it. So you click on finish, and then automatically you will have a message in the list of your projects. So you can right click on this, you click on new, then click on JFrame form. Now it will ask you for a frame name, you will name it a class name, you call it message, copy it and put it, name it the same thing with your package, so that you won't have any misunderstanding between your system resources and your projects when you're trying to use a project that has more forms. Now you will know which form exactly you're working on, or which package exactly you want to actually include in your resource, in your source packages. Now having said that, you can see from our message here we have a folder called the source packages, then you have a particular package called the message. In the message you have a class called the message. Now message.java, this is it here. Now this is the design view, we have the source view here. Now this is our code. This is actually what you're supposed to type in order for you to see this. So if you scroll down, you'll see some of the codes you're supposed to type, like all this. Set visible true, this is actually what is responsible for you seeing this particular form. So if I delete this line of code here, you won't be able to see this form. So we are not going to dive into that because that's not what we are going to focus on today. What we are focusing on is how to create a message pop-up using the Java using the NetBeans. So having done that, you can compile and see what actually you've done. Compile and test, and you click OK by creating a main class. All right, this is it. This is our form. Our form is working very well, but we don't have anything on it. It's actually empty. So I'll close this and I'll go to my palette, then I'll go to swing control. Here we have a button. I'll click on button and I'll drag it and drop it on my form. Now I can increase this, I can as well increase this, then I'll also increase this anyhow I want it. Now you can put it in this middle, you can put it anywhere, you can take it to this point, you can bring it to this point, anywhere you want to put it you can actually put it. So but I'll put it in the middle. Then I'll right click on it, edit text. I want to change the name to let's say click here to show message. Click enter, right click on it again, change variable name. I'm going to call this JBTN message, and I'll click OK. Now I'm going to make a little customization on my button, how my button will look like, because if I compile this and I test it, you're going to see that actually my button is there, but I don't like it because the text is actually very tiny and the button is not mind-blowing, it's not attractive. I don't like it, so I'm going to work on it. I'm going to change how the view will look like. I'll click on property. Now I'll go to the font here you can see font. I'll make it bold and I'll change it to 14 font size, and I'll click OK. Then I can as well change the background color. I would like it to be green, and I'll click OK and close. As you can see, we actually have a background here, green, but the thing is, you can't see all this. You can't see the color activated until you test run it. So once you compile and you run it, you're going to see it live and direct. Now you can see it. Now it is green here. So automatically our button and our design is okay. The next thing we're going to do is to go into the coding section. So I'm going to right click on this button, click on events, click on action, then click on action performed. Now automatically we have a comment here telling us to add what we actually want to code in here. So I'm going to clear this initial comment, and in this point, this is where I'm going to declare my code for the show message dialog. So I'm going to write this code: j option pen dot show message. This means this particular button, once this button is clicked, this is what the user should be able to see. So once this button is clicked, this particular button, once it is clicked, display this is how to create a message pop-up in Java using NetBeans. Alright, so once I'm done with that, if I scroll up, I should automatically have this line of code added to my project automatically, because this is actually the library that I need to import in order for me to have access to the J option pen. And so since that line of code is added, automatically our code can work. So we can click on the design, compile and run. Alright, now click here to show message. I'm going to click. Wow, it says select an option. Now I'm going to teach you in our next class how to actually handle this. Maybe you want to create maybe a decision message where the person can actually, when the person wants to exit from the system, it will ask him exit, don't exit, click yes to exit, click no not to exit. Now this is how to create a message pop-up in Java using NetBeans. I click yes, it will still work, no, it will still work, cancel, it will still work. So but this is actually the whole idea of this tutorial. Now you are able to create a pop-up message using this simple tutorial that I've made for you. So in our next class, I'm going to teach us how to make this particular message box in a more dynamic way using the if statement, and how we can actually make a command once someone clicks on a button and says yes, there should be an action that will be performed, and if the person clicks no, there should be an action that will also be performed. A recap of the main thing: the first thing we did was we click on file, we created a new project, then we now created a JFrame form, then we also designed a button, we changed the background view of the button, and as well we wrote some codes where we now said jpenform.show confirm dialog. This particular button, once it is clicked, this message should be displayed to the user. So that is it, and I sincerely want to appreciate you for watching, and I would like to hear from wherever you're watching this video. And please subscribe, like and share with your friends and your loved ones. Thank you so much. Peace out. Guys, welcome to yet another interesting tutorial on your favorite YouTube channel, Jassen Tech. And on today's tutorial, I'll be teaching you how to create an advanced message pop-up box with full functionalities using the if-else statement. in Java using NetBeans. You can do me a favor by following us on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, and on YouTube at Jassen. Please subscribe, like, share, and comment on all our videos. Let's get started. Open NetBeans. Click on File. Click on Create a new project. Now let's go down to Business. In our previous class, we developed a simple message box, which is actually what you're seeing on the screen. And I'm going to run this particular program so that we all are going to see what actually this program is all about. Now click here to show message. This is how to create a message pop-up in Java using NetBeans. But once you click on yes, nothing happens. You click on no, nothing happens. You click on cancel, nothing happens. So on today's tutorial, I will teach you how to implement all the functionalities for the buttons. Now click on File, click on New Project, click on Java from the category, then from the project type, click on Java Application, then click Next. In here, where it's asking you for the project name, type Advanced Message Box. You can as well copy this for future use. Now uncheck this create main class and click finish. Once you do that, you will be able to see the project in the list of projects by the left hand side of your screen. Now you will see Advanced Message Box at the left hand corner of your screen. Right click on it, click on New, then click on JFrame Form. In the class name, paste the strings of words you copied earlier in the class name. In the package name as well, paste the strings of words there and click finish. Now automatically you will have a form that will be displayed on your screen. You can increase it, you can decrease it. You can actually make it in any form, any size you want, depending on the project you are working on. But for now, I'll make it in this particular form. Now we have three buttons here. We have the source, the design, and the history. Anything you're doing, you actually see it. Okay, today at exactly 12:09:16 a.m. this was actually, there was something I did. Once you open, you are going to see that okay, I created an advanced message box. Now this is it. Everything you do, it will show you the history and the date, the time it was created. Now go back to the design view. This is actually what your users will see. Then the source, this is where you can code or program anything on NetBeans. Now when you go back to the design view, you compile and you run. It will ask you to create a main class. Yes, create. Now this is it. You have a form on your screen, but it has no property, nothing. It has nothing on it. It's absolutely empty. Now you can close this. So on today's tutorial, we are going to be designing a simple login form. So all I need is to go to my palette, click on label, drop it, rename it by right clicking on it, edit text, type username, press enter, right click on it, change variable name, JLBL username, enter. All right, I'm going to right click on it again, property, font, I'm going to make it bold, increase it to size 14 and hit enter and close this. I will now right click on it, copy, and I'm I'm gonna paste it again. Now we have a copy here. Right click, edit text, password. Right click on it, change variable name, password. Now we're done with that. The next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be needing a text area. Now a text field, sorry. We're going to click on text field, drop it here, increase it, and we'll need another text field for password field. We're going to increase the length as well. Right click, edit text, clear what is inside. Right click, change variable name, jtxt username, enter. Edit text, clear what is inside. Edit, change variable name, jtxt, password, enter. Now I'm gonna include 2 buttons or 3. We're gonna have this button, and I'm going to make some editing on it. This is login, and we're gonna have another one. We're changing the variable name to jbtn login. Same thing, I'm going to change how the button will look like. I'll go to the font, make it bold, make it 18, and OK, and close. I'm going to close that and resize my button. Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Drag this to this point, Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Then I can now resize this, and resize my phone to make it more unique and dynamic. Alright, here we're gonna rename this as clear, change it to btn clear, while this will be edited as exit. I will name this, change the name to btn exit. So this is a typical login page. Once we compile, we're going to compile this and wait for it to compile, then run it. We should be able to have something like this, where you type, and there should be login, clear, exit. Alright, now we're good to go. On today's tutorial, we are going to be working on this particular button. Maybe subsequently I'll teach you how to code a login page, how you can log in, because what we actually want to do today is to see how when someone click on exit, you should ask the person, are you sure you want to exit? If you click yes, then the system will exit, but if you say no, then the system will still remain active. So we are going to be working on this particular button called the exit. Now on this exit, click on the button, right click on it, then go to the events, click on action performed. Now once you're here, you should be able to get this private void jbtn exit action performed. Remember, you rename this particular button as jbtn exit, and we selected a function called the action performed. Now this is the event. Once this button is clicked, there should be an action that will be performed. So we are going to clear this initial comment and create an instance of our JFrame. Now we are going to create JFrame equal to new JFrame, and the button name is exits, and we're going to have an end of statement here, and after that we're going to declare our if statement, because we actually want a decision. There should be a decision there. So if our J option dot show confirm dialog, this, what is this? This instance of a JFrame, because we're having the button on our JFrame. So this particular action, which is our JFrame, once it is triggered, this should happen. There should be a question: are you sure you want to exit? And the title of our message box should be confirm. And we can have this here, clear all this, and have our JForm button as which type of button do we need? We need J option and dot OK option. Now this is what we need: J option pen dot OK option. Now we are going to copy this. If this particular condition is equal to J option pen dot OK option, then this statement, if this particular condition is met, then there should be something that will be executed. That's if you click OK, the system dot exit, and we're going to have 0, so system should exit. Else J option pen dot show confirm dialog. This, now this particular event is in line with the button once it is clicked, and if it is selected, then if it is okay, the system will exit. But once it is cancelled or not, or when someone press no, then this message is going to be displayed. This particular confirm dialog should show us the system will remain active. Alright, if you look at our code, we have an arrow here. There's something that's telling us there are some things we didn't include. When you scroll up, we only imported, the system automatically imports this JPan option for you, J option pen, but there is something we actually need, which is for the JFrame handler. We need a library that will handle our JFrame, so we are going to include that. So we are going to import our JFrame handler library, and we are going to also create a field for our JFrame in our project. Alright, once you're done with that, you should be able to see any other error message in any lines of code. So this is what we have. At this point, we created an instance of this particular JFrame, and the instance is actually on the exit button. Now this is the exit button. We said jbtn exit, and the action that will be performed will be all of this. Now if this particular condition is met, then the system should exit. That's once a user click on OK, this particular condition should be made. But once the person clicks no, then this particular message that will be displayed on the confirm dialog should be this system will remain active. But once the person is asked this question and he clicks OK, then the system will automatically exit. So let's try this and see. So we're going to compile. It has compiled successfully in 1 second. Now test it. Alright, now we have our login, clear, then exit. You can see. Are you sure you want to exit? No. The system will remain active. Yes. Exit. Are you sure you want to exit? No. The system will remain active. Yes. Exit. Yes. Now the system is off automatically. So once you do that and the user presses yes, this condition will be active. This particular condition will be active. In most cases, you may not even like to include this else if statement. There's no issue. You can actually include this else. Maybe you have maybe a registration form that you want the user to actually click, in case if the person tries to log in his email, his username and his password, and the system shows error message, invalid username or password, else the system should take the user to registration page. That means the user doesn't have a username or password for the system. So once you don't want this, maybe you don't want double option, you can cut this out and you'll still have a system that will be working. And once you click on this, you test it, you click exit. Do you want to exit? You say no. The system will still remain with only one option, one message. But the reason why I did that is in case you want to have two options, like do you want to exit, and the person says no, then are you sure you want to create an account? A person will say yes. So you can still have two options, two message box that will display different action or different message to the users. Now once you click exit, you say yes. Now the system will exit. So that is how to create an advanced message box in Java using the NetBeans. Before we go, I would like to review what we've done so far. The first thing we did was we click on file, we created a new project, and we added a label on our form, which is on our JFrame form. We also added two text fields, one for the username and the other for the password. We rename all of them, and we also added 3 buttons on our form, which is the button login, the clear, and the exit. We coded the exit button alone to display a common message box for us, which will have a button of 2, either the yes or the no. And if you click the yes, it will exit from the system, while if you click the no, it will still remain on the system. And I also told us why we included the else on our command. The reason is you may have a system where you want the user to also get direction to the registration page. You can use the else to get the user to that page. But if you just want to have the person exit from the system, you don't need to include that else on the system. So thank you so much for watching this tutorial, and I hope to see you in the next coding, which will be the clear and the login. And as well, I'm going to teach you how to redesign your button, because if you look at this particular button, you will see that it's carrying the initial design, but I'm going to teach you how to make a more dynamic and unique button. I'm going to teach you how to customize these buttons to something great in our next tutorial. As you stay focused and you continue to subscribe to this page, you also follow us on all social media. Thank you so much. I still remain your one and only tutor, Captain Eflex. Thank you for watching. Hello ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to yet another interesting tutorial on your favorite YouTube channel, Jassen Tech with Captain J. I will be teaching you how to create a simple login page that will display a pop-up message once login detail is correct, or it will display error message once the login detail is incorrect in Java using NetBeans. You can as well follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube at Jassen Tech. Please subscribe, like, share and comment on all our videos. Alright, let's get started. For those of you who are joining us today, you can start by opening a NetBeans environment, then you click on file, you create a new document. So but for this tutorial, for the sake of this tutorial, we've already started developing something on NetBeans, so you can actually watch the previous tutorial we did on how to create an advanced message box in Java using NetBeans. So on today's tutorial, we are going to continue from where we stopped, and let's get started. Let's get down to business. Now on this particular form, that's on this particular JFrame form, you are going to right click on this form, then you go to property, you set the name of this particular property as login. Once you set it as login, you now close it, and all right, you can see this is actually what we did in the previous class. This button is not active. We were able to add up this particular title which we added today. So once you click on exit, it should be able to ask you, are you sure you want to exit? You click yes or you click no. Now yes, you can exit. Now on today's tutorial, we are going to see how we are going to program this button, these two buttons, so that once a user enters his username and password, and if it is correct, it will successfully prompt the user with a pop-up message telling him the login details was correct, and if it is not correct, it will prompt him the login details is wrong. On this particular button, you're going to click on clear button, you right click, you go to events and action, then you go to action performed. Now in here, you're going to clear this initial comments, you clear it off, and you type, remember we named, okay, remember this is what I want you to understand as well. When you right click on this, you go to variable name. Remember this is JTXT username, while this particular one is called JTXT password, so you don't forget the two. Now we'll still go back, action performed. Now in here we will now say JTXT username dot set text, and this will be null. Then you still type JTXT password dot set text null. You can either type it this way, or you can still type it as null. It's still gonna work. Alright, so once we go back to the design view, we run this, compile and run. Let's have something type in the box. Alright, now let's clear it. We clear, and everything is gone. Absolutely. Let's do it again. Alright, clear, yes, everything is gone. Clear, everything is gone. Exit, yes. Alright, that is so far so good for the clear button. We were able to clear the text in the text area. Now we are going straight into the main business of the day, which is the login button. And on this login button, you're going to right click as well. You go to events, go to action, then you click on action performed. Now in here, you're going to clear the initial comment and type this if condition, so that once the system can meet up with our if condition, then it can actually prompt the user with a pop-up message telling the user that the login details is correct. If open bracket jtxt username dot get text is equal to admin and jtxt password dot get txt is equal to 1 2 3 4. All right, what should happen? We are supposed to get a message prompting the user that okay, the username is correct. So we are going to have j option pen dot show confirm dialog. This we're going to be having this, and the event should be successfully logging. Oh shit, successfully logged in. Login details were correct. All right, so if this same thing is not correct, we're going to say else j option pen dot show confirm dialog. Your login details were incorrect. Kindly try again or create an account. All right, okay, if you can see, we are having a little issue here, but once we click on it, it will tell you that you can actually use this particular equal to in a revised standard. But even if you leave it this way, it can still work. But look at the difference here now. Once I do it this way, to tell you admin dot equals jtxt dot get text, anything inside the text here will now be compared to this particular string that I have declared here. Okay, down the password, same thing. Okay, we still have this is equal to this. So you see, it's either you have it this way or you have it this way, but we can still convert that as well in a reverse order. Now once you've done that, you've changed everything, automatically you're good to go. But another way to make this thing look more unique and have your code very clear, you can say string a string user pass user equal to admin, while pass equal to 1 2 3 4. End of statement. And automatically in here, instead of you to type the username, you type user dot equals this, and password here you write pass dot equals that. All right, once you have something like this, automatically you're good to go. Okay, now we are going to try this out with the correct login details, and we're going to also try it with the wrong login detail. Come back to your design, compile, and you run it. Once you run it and you press login without entering the login detail, now it will tell you your login details were incorrect. Kindly try again or create an account. So cancel. Now let's try this. Admin password 1 2 3 4 and login. Wow, successfully logged in. Login details were correct. That's good. All right, so that is actually a simple way of creating a login on Java using NetBeans. Using this, you can as well link one particular JFrame form to another. So I think in our subsequent class, that's in our next class, I'm going to have a tutorial that we can actually log in from one page to another page. That's from one form to another form in Java. But for now, remember in our previous class I said also I'm going to teach us how to customize this our buttons so that the buttons can actually look very unique and professional programmer. All right, in here you're going to see your folders here. You can close this particular folder, you open this folder, then in here you're going to add a jar file. You're going to add a jar file, so you click on it, you click on add jar file, then you locate Jassen 2. Okay, because we are going to be using the Jassen 2. Jassen 2 is actually a free it's a free jar file that you can actually get online, and basically you can use this Jassen 2 to change the view of your design. So I'm going to go with this. All right, our Jassen 2 is successfully imported into the program. So in order for us to make this particular Jassen 2 effective in our program, we need to actually write some lines of code in the public static void. That's the main method. So you go to the source file and you look for the main method. Under the look and feel settings, you're going to type UI manager dot set look and feel, open and close bracket, your double quotation, and you paste this and you end it. Now it will be showing you some error message because there are some components or some libraries we need to as well import in our program. So you click this, we are going to import this, we're going to add this, you click it, you add this again, you click, you have one more to go, or two, you add this, and finally you add this. So we are good to go. Now our code is actually set and ready for execution. We can as well run our program. All right, so you can see this is our program and it's looking all nice, and the design button, you can see it's a cuff button. So everything is good. Type admin password 1234, you click login. All right, look at it, successfully logged in. Login details were correct. All right, yes, you can clear it. Try to log in. Oh no, login details were incorrect. Kindly try again or create an account. No. Exit. No. Let's try and exit now. Yes. All right, so far so good. We were able to import our Jassen 2 and we were able to as well code it and also make use of the jar file in our program. So before we go, remember I said in our next class I'm going to teach you how you can actually link one form in another. So once you create a login page and you actually want to move from this particular login form to the next form, I'm going to make the tutorial available on this particular channel. So the only thing you're going to do for me is to like, subscribe and comment, then share this video with your loved ones so that your people can actually see it as well. Tell your friends about this particular channel, and as well I would like to see you in the next class. Peace out. Welcome to yet another interesting tutorial on your favorite YouTube channel, Jassen Tech. And on today's tutorial I'll be teaching you how to create a simple FM and AM radio station online that you can actually broadcast to your fans, and also use this particular medium to serve as maybe a channel where you can share information or idea to the general public. Okay, having said that, what's actually the essence of having this particular channel? You can have an online radio station where you will be playing your artist song, you will run promotions, and as well create awareness to the general public about a particular program that you might be coming up with. Just imagine that you have up to 1,000 or 2,000 people streaming your online radio at the comfort of their houses. Now you will know that a lot of people will be passing some adverts to you for you to advertise for them on your radio station, and this is going to serve as a medium of making money, or as a medium of income to yourself. Stay tuned, don't go away. Alright, you are welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Jassen Tech, and I am your number one tutor, Captain J, aka Boss Eflex. Alright, now let's roll it. Now the first thing I would like you to understand is all you need is actually a device, either a laptop or a mobile phone. You can actually run it on it. Okay, so basically what you need is a web browser, a good internet connection, and you are boom, you're good to go. Also, you need a logo for your brand, okay, for your radio station actually. Now, having gotten that, let's go into business. Okay, so all you need to do is to navigate to your browser. You can either use Chrome, you can use Firefox, you can use Safari, you can use any browser of your choice. Either UC browser, you can use any of it and it will work. Now when you launch your browser, the next thing you're going to do is to navigate to google.com. so you type google.com. okay, now your Google has been able to display our Google on our screen. Okay, now the next thing we're going to be doing is to type Zeno FM and search. Now from the list of searches, now you're going to click on the first link that appears on your search browser. Okay, you click on it and boom, you're on the environment. Remember I said you're going to search for Zeno FM, and this is actually Zeno FM official homepage. You can actually do this by going directly to their page at zeno.fm. okay, so you can as well come to this particular page by searching it on Google, because they have Google appearance. So once you're here, you can read through. They say the easiest way to create and listen to radio stations and podcasts. So imagine you don't want to actually create a radio station, but you want to create a podcast where you play vital information or vital music, different music to your listeners. Okay, you can actually use this particular platform to do that. As well as you can scroll down, they have a mobile that's Android application and also Apple app. Okay, so you can scroll down and see, you can see some list of radio station here, like radio station, and a lot of TV stations as well that are also converted into radio station. I'm very sure you know of this Radio Jamaica 94 FM that is based in the United States of America. We also have Fresh 105.9 FM Ibadan Live, which is also hosted in Ibadan, and we also have the RFI Monday in France, which is actually hosted from there. We have also the Spanish radio station and other radio stations here. So the next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to create an account on this particular platform so that we can get started. Now mind you, you need an email address, you need a username, you also need a password, and your username and your email must be very unique, something that you know you wouldn't forget in a hurry. Okay, so once you have all these things, you need to click on create. Once you click on create, it's going to ask you for your first name. So here I'm going to write Doctor. Now the last name I'm going to write Cool. Now you have an email address, you type it here. Now I'm going to type my own email address, as you can see, and you're going to select a password. Make sure your password is very unique. Okay, so I'm going to post this particular video and enter my password, confirm the password, and check that I am not a robot. Then we are going to continue. Alright, stay tuned, don't touch that dial. Alright, so once you enter your email address and everything correctly and you click on verify, it should be able to tell you that you need to verify your email address to activate your account. That means there is a link that was sent to your email address, that particular email address that you provided, which you need to follow and go and verify your account. So you can as well open a new tab and click on gmail.com and go to your account to activate your Zeno FM account. As you can see, we have a verify link here. I can actually click on this or copy this. I can as well click on this and will take me straight. So either you click on this or you click on the other one to still work. Okay, so our account is created, okay, and it has been verified. So now the next thing we're going to be doing is to enter the company name. What's our company name? Okay, what I'm going to be working on is Dr. Cole Music World. Okay, so that is actually a radio station, a streaming radio station. So I'm going to write Dr. Cole Music World. Okay, so it's actually a radio station and it's based in Nigeria. So you select where your radio station is actually based. Now I'm going to click on create. Now if you have other services, you can actually add them later, or you can as well add them now and you can add them later if you want. But I'm going to click on create. Boom. Now the next thing we're going to be doing is to enter our station name, okay, our radio station name. So remember I told you need to have a unique name for your radio station in order to differentiate it from every other radio station around. Okay, so what we're going to be writing here is Dr. Cool Music World FM 88.8. So the reason why I'm using 88.8 is because 888 is a unique number to the owner of this radio station. So I can as well make it maybe Dr. Cool Music World. Okay, so like this, and I'm going to upload my logo. You click on this, you go to pictures, you go to Dr. Cool, and this is actually the picture I made available for this tutorial. Now they said maximum size should be 500 kilobytes. Alright, so I'm going back to this. I'll go to pictures, Dr. Cool, and when you check on this, our size is actually 700. You can see it's 769 kilobytes. So I'm going to reduce, click edit, then press Ctrl W and go back to this point here. I'll reduce this to 900 and click OK and save. We have a 600. You still go back and make this 7. Alright. Okay. So I'll go back to my browser here. Upload. Now the type of content, what type of content are we using here? Alright, so you're going to select the type of content, and in here general. Okay, when it is general, you can do anything you want to. Okay, so in here we are going to select, we are going with a professional internet radio or FM/AM, hotel, anyone you actually want to go with. Radio/music personality, you can select from the list, and as well media company. So we are going with professional internet radio only, and in here the organization size is only 5 to 10 people. The country is Nigeria, and we're selecting that. The time zone, you look for your own time zone, but basically In here we're going to be using West African +1, GMT +1, okay, as with Central West Africa, okay. So we're going to create. If there's any issue with this, basically you're going to see it, okay. So as you can see, our radio station is actually fully loaded, and it's telling us failed to load station stream, failed to load this and that. The reason is because we actually did not set anything at the moment, okay. So but by the time we're done setting everything, like our live broadcast and uploading our background and so on and so forth, we should be able to be completely done with our settings. So you can see the first thing you're going to do here, okay. So as you can see, we have 6 different things we're going to actually set up before our station will be ready for broadcast, okay. The first thing we're going to be doing is to upload our station background image. Alright, so basically, like I was saying, I said we have 6 different things to actually finish up, and the first thing is for us to upload our station background. And once you hit on this particular, as you can see, actually before that we have 14% of our settings completed, okay. So we are going to click on upload station background, and as you can see, this is actually how the background is going to be. So I'll just advise you to right click on this, then click on save image, and you can call this background, okay. Call this background, and click on downloads, save it in there, okay. And you can actually open it on your browser, as you can see. Alright, so now the next thing you're going to be doing is we look for snippets, okay. Sniping tool, click on it, and you just highlight where the image falls, okay. Now click and save, call this beach, put it in the text in the downloads, save it, close this, and you go back to your downloads. In here you look for that background. Where's the background? Actually this is a PG. You click on edit. Once you click on edit, the first thing you need to put into consideration, you close this, you look at the said minimum file size is 500 pixel, 500 by 500, okay. So you copy this, you go back to your editing tool, you click on Ctrl W. In here you type 500, so you go with here 500, okay. You click OK, and as you can see, this, you reduce it to 500. Fine. Now you save. So as you can see, our image is uploaded successfully. If you scroll up, you can see the link here. It says zeno.fm/radio Dr. Cool MW Music World FM 88.8. So you can click on visit, and once you come to this place, you should be able to play the music actually. But I'm not going to do that because we don't have anything in the playlist. So I'll scroll down. In here is the station profile, okay. So I have a little right up here that I wrote, okay. I said it's actually a post, a general post that I love posting. I post it, scroll down, your city, Jalingo, language, English, and our English here is English, yes, okay. And you can actually look for others outside. You look for another one. Go to Yoruba, Igbo, okay. So we only have space for 3, okay. So Yoruba, close this, remove English. Let me actually support my place. Okay, so you can click on save. Now if you have a donation link where you want people to actually pay for a service, you impute your PayPal link here, or you can actually add your Cash App link here for donation. Okay, but if you don't have, you leave it blank. Okay, so here this is your website image. As if you're having a website, you open this, you select your image, and you can actually what's the name of the image, the website and the website URL. Let's see, actually have YouTube link here. Let's click save. Okay, the website URL must be a valid one. Alright, let's take one of the social media. Let's take this, or let's go with this. Okay, let's try this. Okay, it is successfully saved. Now if you have some social media like Facebook, this is it on Facebook, Instagram. Look for Instagram. Okay, this is it on Instagram. We have Snapchat, we have Tutor, we have Tutor. Now the next thing is YouTube. So we save. Alright, everything is saved. Announcement, if you have any announcement, then actually you can put it the app. If you have it, you can actually use them. But since we don't have any, you can actually just ignore that, save by default. Now the next thing we're going to be doing is what we call auto DJ. This auto DJ gives you the ability to add music and play. Even if you're offline, you can still people can play music on your radio station. So you click on auto DJ and you click on upload. Now you can upload up to 500 tracks or more on this. So but we are going to select just the little he has. Click on music and you locate this folder. Alright, now in here we're going to upload all this music. Okay, so I'm going to click upload. I've highlighted all of them, and as you can see, it is actually 8 tracks out of 5. So as you can see, I'm going to upload it now. Okay, so this is it. Once you see all these things, you can browse, clear if you want to clear any of it, but I'm going to upload, so I'll click on upload. Okay, so uploading. Okay, so I'm going to pause this video and come back once the upload is completed. Okay, so as you can see, all the music has been uploaded successfully. You're going to click on save to playlist. So once you click on save to playlist, now everything is done. Now what you need to do again is click on shuffle playlist, and you click on all, and you click save and restart playlist. And once you click on save and restart playlist, if you go back to the URL where you created your radio station, you refresh it, and now you can listen to your song actually playing on the radio station live and direct. Good. So that is actually how to create an online radio station for both FM and AM live on your computer or on your tablet or even on your mobile device. Android or iOS. Okay, so you can actually add more music from here. This is where you're going to click. You can see upload. You can actually upload it here. Then if you have any live show that you want to broadcast, you click on shows. Then you can actually search for any show and add it up here. If you don't have any show, you can add show. Okay, so that's actually how to create a radio station online. Very easy. So these particular steps I've actually taught you is also applicable to podcast. Okay, you can actually use it also to run your podcast. So if you're new to this channel, please subscribe to this channel, like the video and share it with your loved ones, and I will come back again next week Saturday with another interesting tutorial. It's going to boost your brain. It's going to make you wow to your screen as you watch these mind-blowing tutorials. Thank you. I remain your number one tutor, Captain J. On your screen is Captain J, your number one tutor on this YouTube channel, Jassen. And on today's tutorial, I'll be teaching you how to convert an audio file from MP3 file format to WAV file format. Okay, and I wish all Nigerians a successful travel to their polling unit to cast their vote, as it is their right. Okay, so having said that, if you're new to this channel, kindly subscribe to this channel, like the video and share it with your loved ones, and I wish every one of us success as you carry on this exercise with me. Alright, having said that, what do you need in order for you to convert from MP3 to WAV file format? The first thing you need is you need a computer system. You also need an editing software, which is an audio editing software that could be Reason, Cubase, FL Studio, Adobe Audition, and so on and so forth. There are lots of audio editing softwares in the market, but for the sake of this tutorial, I'll be teaching you how to use the simple audio editing software that we all know as FL Studio. Now, if you don't know how to install FL Studio on your computer, you can refer back to one of our tutorials where we did a vivid discussion and also explanation on how to install FL Studio on your computer. Now, having said that, on this tutorial I will be having it that everybody has the software on his or her own computer and is ready to use the software. Now, what we need to do now is to launch our application. Okay, you can see the symbol, and this is actually our application. Now, once you're in the FL Studio environment, you need to as well uncheck this because it will be active by default. Now you uncheck this so that our playlist will be active, and also our channel drag, we are going to make it disappear. Okay, so we're going to click on this and it has disappeared. If you want to bring it back, you still click there, click, it will disappear. This is our playlist. Once you click on it, it will disappear. You click, it will appear. Surely, in case you don't have it on your own software. Now, if you also need the piano roll, you have it here, and that's where make it disappear. So that's it. These are the three basic things that we are going to be using as time goes on for audio editing. Now, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to open your computer and you locate your music, the music you actually want to convert. Now, let's say I actually want to convert Kata Ife Beat Berry Tiga Machala. So I want to convert this into WAV file format. I'll drag it and I'll now paste it on my playlist. And you can select any track. It can be on track 1, track 2, track 3, anyone, but I preferable put it on track 3 so that if I have any voice note that I want to actually add, I can add them in track 2. So you can as well drag this to make everything visible to you this is the end point, and here is the starting point. So once you have this, the next thing you're going to do is click compile, or you can as well test it in order for you to know that this thing is real. Now you can play it.
I don't want like anything again for this life. I don't want like anything. I want to be like this.
Alright, so this is actually what we are going to be converting. Now this particular song is actually in MP3 file format. So how do I know that it's in MP3 file format? Once I go back to my computer, I right click on it, go to property, and you will see type of file .mp3, and the file size is 3.41 MB, and also the size on the disk is also 3.41 MB. Alright, so that is it. Now I'll still go back to my FL Studio and I'll export this. Now I'll click on file, I'll click on export, and I'll click on wave. Now you can do this with a keyboard combination of Ctrl+R in order for you to save it as wave file format. Okay, now you click on this wave, you locate where you actually want to save your file. Now take it to music straight, and I'll name this as Kataife. Then I'll change this to wave version. Okay, so I'll click on save, and automatically, if you made a mistake, you actually want to save it as OGG file, you can save it. If you want to save it as MIT file, you can save it, or you want to see more file format, you can actually edit them. Okay, so but I'm going with my wave file format, and the bit is actually 16-bit. I want to leave it like that, or you can change to 24, 32, anyhow you want to make it. Okay, so but I'm leaving it as wave. Then the quality, I want to leave it on high quality. Okay, then if there's anything again you want to change, like you want to split the mixer tracks and so on and so forth, but I'm not going to do anything like that. So the mode is for the full song. I want to actually convert the full song completely. Okay, so I can do this background rendering, that means it will be running at my background, but I will continue using the software to do other things. So but I want to actually see how it is reading, so I'll click on start, and it will be reading, and it's complete. Alright, so it won't be very fast, it won't be very slow, it will be very fast. The process is very fast. So we're in the music here, we are going to locate Kataife. Okay, so you can see this is it here. When we right click on it, we go to property. This time around you can see the file type is .wave, and as well the file size is 26.0 MB. Okay, 26.0 MB. Then the file also on this is also 26.0 MB. It was created 1 minute ago and also modified 1 minute ago. The access is still 1 minute ago. So that means our song has been converted to MP, from MP3 to wave file format. Okay, as you can see. So this is actually wave. But if you look at this, we have MP3. But if you look at this here, we have WAV, that is wave. So everything you see, WAV is wave, WAV wave. But you can see this, a very good one here, MP3. You can also see another one here, MP3. So that is how simple it is to convert from MP3 to wave file format for your online music distribution in digital stores. So thank you so much for listening and watching, and please, if you're new to this channel, please encourage me by subscribing to this channel. Like the video, share it with your loved ones. No knowledge is everywhere. Someone needs this particular video because the person is actually stuck at this particular point and is trying to give up. So share this video so that the person won't give up on what the person is trying to distribute. Thank you so much. interesting tutorial on your favorite YouTube channel, Jassen Tech. And on today's tutorial, I, Captain J, will be driving you down another interesting tutorial that most of you have been waiting patiently for me to drop on this channel. And today I'll be teaching you how to switch to Facebook professional mode and all monetization related issues. If today is your first time of visiting this page or this channel because of this tutorial, kindly do us a favor by following us on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, and on YouTube at Jassen Tech. And kindly subscribe, like, comment, and share this video with your loved ones. Now, having said that, let's get down to the main business of the day. Alright, open your web browser, navigate to facebook.com, log into your channel, and continue watching from where I'm going to kick off. Don't touch that dial. I'll be right back. Welcome back, guys. If you're just joining us, this is Captain J on the microphone, and now we'll begin the tutorial. So what do we actually mean by Facebook professional mode? I hope a lot of you have been seeing some individual pages or profiles that look exactly like this, where you see their name, their nickname, and as well you see followers by this side, people who they are following. You also see friends, you see message, you see search. That if the two of you are friends, you see this, but if you are not friends, you should be able to see follow. Okay, so you as well see posts, you see about, you see reels, you see photos, you see videos, you see groups, and you see more. Okay, so an intro about them is here. Now their page is actually categorized. You can click about them as well, so you can see it. You go to reels, no reels available yet. You go to photos, and these are the pictures they've uploaded. You go to videos. If they have some videos on the profile, you should be able to see it. Okay, so now how do we get our own Facebook page to also look exactly like this? How do we get our Facebook page to look exactly like this? I know you're thinking the same thing I'm thinking. So that is the professional mode we're talking about. So how do we get into professional mode? Now you go back to your home here, and you click on your name to go to your profile on Facebook. This particular user, a tutorial account we're using, this person is having 194 friends. Okay, so by default, once we turn into professional mode, all these friends will turn to followers. Okay, and you should be able to see some added features here when we go for monetization as well. But for now, this is what you're going to still see when you turn to professional mode. The only thing is that you get more extra things to do. Okay, as you can see, for now you have a friend list here where you can see your friends and so on and so forth, and you can see your posts. So how do we turn into Facebook professional mode? tutorial on your favorite YouTube channel, Jassen Tech. And on today's tutorial, I will be teaching you how to distribute your song into digital stores and start making royalty from it. If you are new to this channel, please kindly do us a favor by subscribing to this channel, liking the video, and as well turn on the bell notification to stay updated with latest information on this channel. What is this digital stores? Digital store is a platform where you can actually sell your music and earn royalties. Okay, you can make money with your music. You don't need anybody to tell you, okay, this music is this and that. You can make money straight away with it, so long as you are the original content creator of your music. That's you're the composer of your music. You can make money with it. Okay. Alright, so how do we do this? Because I got an email from a student of mine who was asking me that he needed me to make a tutorial about this. Now watch this. We'll be right back. What you need to understand is, the first thing, there are some things you need, which is the cover art, and in here I'm going to write special life. Okay, so this is actually the cover that I will be using for this tutorial. You can see Scott Prince, special life, produced by Spotless Elisha, Team Ifless Niger Multimedia. Okay, so after this you also need the content. Music, this is it, and if you look at it, this is actually 29.9 MB and it is a wave file. As you can see, this is a wave file which is 29.9 MB, but on a normal MP3 or other version it shouldn't be up to this particular size, but because this is a raw file, it must be very, very heavy like that. Okay, so having said that, you know that these are the two things we need for this work. Now the first thing you're going to do is you open a new tab. If you're on your computer or on your mobile device, you can still follow this tutorial and it will work. Now search in the address bar here where you're seeing Google search, type JTV Digitals, okay, and search. Alright, once you search JTV Digitals, you should be able to see their official website URL here, and you'll see also information about JTV Digitals, where you also see their rating on Google Play Store on Google. Then you also get some information about them if you go down, if you scroll down actually. Now click on the first link, which is the sell your music on JTV Digitals. Now once you open this particular page, this is their home page. You can see the color of the page, they say sell your music. Now once you click on this sell your music, it will redirect you to their registration page, or you can as well click on this particular icon, this particular menu called the sign up, if you don't have an account. But if you already have an account, you can click on login. So but on your mobile device, you're going to see some 3 horizontal lines. Okay, you'll see some 3 horizontal lines where you just click on it and this information will be displayed to you. This is a PC view, so on your mobile phone you see 3 horizontal lines. Okay, now in here I'm going to click on sign up. Now on this particular page, you are going to input your email address here, then you enter your password, you repeat the same thing again, and you accept their terms and conditions for service. Then you click on register, and immediately you register, it will log you into the site. Okay, so I will not do all that now because I already have an account and we have an existing account that I'll be using. So I'm going to click on login. So once I'm on this particular page, you will see some distributions I made. You can see Attention by Tester, you see Stay Safe by Duro Samuel, Durotoye Samuel. You will see Allah Sheju by Sam Worship, which was not distributed. That's the reason why you didn't see the UPC here. There's another one again, Hustle Every Day by DK, Only You by Rapton featuring Challenge Shinji. Alright, so each of them that has been distributed, you should be able to see that there is an UPC here. UPC is a special code that is assigned to every digital content to differentiate it from another person. so that once it comes to the aspect of copyright, you can use this particular UPC code and track them. All right, so now I will imagine that your own dashboard is empty. Okay, your dashboard is empty, unlike mine that we have some content that are already being published or distributed. So the first thing you're going to do is you click on create a release. I'm going to click on this, then you enter the title of your song, the song you want to distribute. Remember, in here we have a picture here. This picture, that's the title, Special Life, okay, by Scott Prince. All right, so I'm going to enter this particular detail here. I'll call it special life. All right, I'm going to create. So immediately I create this particular distribution, it will open another place where I'm going to insert the information. I can actually change the name as well at this point, or I will still go back and delete the release and create another one. That's if I made a mistake, okay? So but for now there's no any mistake. What I need again is a photo. They said the cover art size should be 3000 to 5000 pixels and it must be perfect square. Then the format can be in JPG, TIFF or PNG. Then the maximum size is 36 MB, 36 megabyte. It will be in red, green, blue mode. Okay, then there are some things you need to make sure that you don't violate, which is this. Read this very well. You can see these particular things. You don't need any URL on the picture, you don't need an email address, you don't need a phone number, you don't need a barcode, you don't need price, you don't need registered trademark logos, and so on and so forth. Registered trademark logos such as Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, Instagram, and so on and so forth. You don't need them on your logo, but you can have on your cover art, but you can have your company's logo. Since it is your own company's logo, you make sure that it is close to the name of the content, okay, the name of the label. So you can have your label logo on it, but apart from your label logo, don't put any other logo like social media, okay? So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to drag that photo, that cover art, and add it up here. Now this is what I was talking about, 3000 to 5000. If you open this particular picture and you click on it, if you look at the dimension here, it is 3000 by 3000, meaning it is a square image of 3000 by 3000. So if I right click and I click on edit, now this is it. This is where I will know if it's actually a squared image or not. You can see it, this side and this side, all of them are the same. Or if I like, I can go to the size, then you go to pixels, you can see it, horizontal 3000, vertical 3000. So everything is the same. So I'm using 3000. You can use from 3000 to 5000, but I want to use 3000. And my file size is still within the range, which is 0.97 MB. So it's like 907 kilobyte, okay, almost 1 MB. So I'm still within that range, so there's no issue. So I'm going to click here, or if you like you can just drag the image and drop, but I'm going to click, for those of you who are going to be using mobile phone, then I'll locate my pictures and I'll click on the special life and I'll upload it. Okay, this should be very simple for you to actually execute. All right, so I'll be waiting for my picture to be done, but before then, on this particular version here, remix or version means if you have already existing distribution that you've done for a music, then you should indicate that this one is another version, okay, maybe a cover of a previous release that you've done on the store. But if this is the first one, this is the first release you are doing, you should allow this particular place empty. Just ignore it, leave it empty, so that you will not go and be putting a link for another distribution that you don't even know. Okay, so if you don't have any original copyright, maybe you're copying somebody's song, like those artists that like doing cover, and the person is already having the song on the store, because if you know identify that this one is a version of that particular song, you're not going to earn anything from this particular music. Okay, so what you need to do is you are going to identify that, okay, this is a cover of so music. Okay, So our cover art has been uploaded because it has followed all these guidelines and the principles successfully. So as you can see, the cover art is uploaded. Now the next thing I'm going to do is the primary artist. Okay, here display artist. Now this primary artist, this is the name of the person who is the owner of the song. So this his stage name is Scott Prince, and I'm going to add. Then I'll go back again. I'll go to the producer. Producer is Spotless Elisha, and I'll add. Now if there is a featuring artist, if there's any other artist that is featuring, I'm going to identify them. But you need this particular person as well, this composer. You need to put the name of the composer who composed the song. If it's the same artist, fine. This particular song was composed by Scott Prince and his real name is Akim Moses. So I'm going to write his real name, then as well publisher, so that at least credit will go to me now, isn't it? So the publisher is Jassen. Okay, so I'm adding this now. It has been added. Now the record label, you can select if there's an existing record label which you've already added, but if there is not any, then in here where you see add a record label, the record label is where you're going to write. Now you can write Iflex Niger Media, or I'm going to just select because I already have it in Iflex Niger Multimedia. Okay, now in here where you see select primary gear, now what type of song is this? What type of song is this? So but this one, the guy actually sings hip hop rap. Okay, now the secondary gear is hip hop hardcore. Okay, so I'm going to look for hip hop hardcore. Okay, that's it, gangster and hardcore. Now language, the language that was used is actually English. So I'll look for English and select, and this is actually a single because it is only one track and population I'm distributing, sorry. So this is single, and you can select EP if you want to actually upload an extendable playlist or an album. So but this is actually an EP, and I don't have this UPC, so I'm going to pay for this, I'm going to pay for this. The two of them will be assigned to the music on distribution. So you can as well add release description, or you leave it like that. So for me, I'm going to add, I'll say Scott Prince is an artist signed under the Iflex Niger Multimedia record label and has dropped another hit track titled Special Life. Alright, so after I'm done with everything, I'll just click on save. Okay, so everything is saved, and I'll move to the next level, which is the license. Once I click on this license, now it will ask me price category. What is the price category? Anything you don't know, please, you can just click on this particular question mark. Okay, this help icon, which is the question mark you're seeing. Now you can see they said we use for category optimized for compatibility with the channel for low to high budget. Okay, so what normally I used to do here is I used to select the full payment. Okay, full. So but you can click here and still see other categories. Now the release date, digital release date, I want to release this song on 31st. Meanwhile the song was released on 24th of December. Now license holder, leave this as copyright, so that at least if anybody want to copy the song, the person must contact you. But if you make it Creative Commons means you're going to provide a document of operation and every other thing, maybe CSC registration document that you've done for your company and so on and so forth, and the document that maybe license the artist for operation and so on and so forth. So you're are going to make provision. If you click on this creative, so you see you are going to make all these things available. You understand? So but we are going with copyright. Alright, the license holder will be my company, which is Jassen Tech. Then the copyright sound also Jassen Tech. Alright, in here you can edit. If you want it to only Africans, you just select only Africans. If you want it to the whole world, then you just leave it to the whole world. Okay, and you save this and you move to the next stage, which is the tracks. Now on this particular step here, if you have a song that you've already uploaded here in this track, then you can as well click from cards. For example, if I click from the cards, I'm going to select any song that I've already uploaded before, which is actually active, like this tester. The song has been uploaded. This one, Stay Safe, as Allah Sheju, and also Dependable God, Puzzle Everyday, all of them has been uploaded. But I am not going to use this because this is actually a new work and I'll upload it from my system directly. So I'll click from computer. Okay, I'm going to click this from computer and I'll head up to music. Remember I said your file must be in WAV. You can see it 2 minutes 58 seconds. That is the length of the song, while the size is 29.9 MB and the item size is what? Item type is WAV sound. Okay, I'm going to click on this and I'm going to upload. Now you can see special live WAV uploading 4%, 9, 10, 12, 13, 15, 16, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to pause this video and continue when the upload is completed. Alright, the upload is at 99% and 100 now. Okay, so this is how you will see it reading 100%. Then you will see it processing. As you can see, everything is done and it's telling you no artist. So once I'm done with this particular upload, you can see assigned 1 to it. Then I'll click on this pencil. Once I click on this pencil, I should be able to see the audio processing like this. Now once it is processed, now it is complete. As you can see, everything is complete. Now I'll go back to this particular point and checkmate if there's anything I need to update. If it is a release version, I'll just tick on this, but I'm not going to do that because this is actually the first version. Okay, so I'm going to leave that like that. In order for you to believe that yes, actually it has been uploaded, let me play it so that you feel it. Okay, I hope you've seen it now.
I've been trying to get my money from my family and the niggas.
Alright, so that is it. It has been uploaded. So I'll go down here and it will ask me for the language and also check if it is explicit content. I'll open this not explicit because he didn't use any naughty words, even other things that may harm the listener or children below the age of 18. Now this notes, you may write just write Scott Prince special life produced by Spotless Elisha. Now if you have the song lyrics, you can actually paste it here. If you have the song lyrics, you can paste it here, but the lyrics of this song is not readily available now, so I'm going to leave that. Then you shall as well skip this. You remember the gear you selected when you were describing the release, all of them will just be attached to the song automatically. So I'll just click save